Hey peeps, Claudia King here, founder of Automio, creator of Scale Up, and award-winning legal innovator. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips on how to successfully outsource work to contractors so that you can reduce the chance of wasting time and money. Now, before we get into that, please stay to the end of this video because I'm going to share with you how you can get your hands on our free guide, which is all about how to free up one full day every week to work on growing your law firm. This is a key to my success, and I've done all the legwork on figuring out how to free up your time in this way. So please stick around so that you can download this guide so that you can scale your law firm faster. All right, let's get into it. Right, peeps, here is the thing. Outsourcing your work to contractors can be difficult, and if you don't get it right, it can end up being a huge waste of time and money. A lot of law firm owners I know have had a bad experience and are not keen to do it again, or are nervous about doing it again because they're not sure how to get it right. Now, I just want to be clear about what I mean about outsourcing work to contractors. So one example would be getting a digital agency to run some Facebook ads or some LinkedIn ads for your law firm. Another example is hiring a website company to build a new website for your law firm. So perhaps you're a lawyer who is using some sort of contractor, perhaps like a digital agency right now, and you're not really getting the results that you were expecting or that they promised, and you're feeling quite put off. Or perhaps you've used a contractor or a digital agency before, and it was such a bad experience that you don't want to go down that track again, but you're not sure how else to get the work that you need done. So I had a similar experience when I was running my law firm. The way that we started scaling our law firm online was through running Google Ads. Now, I had an online legal service for conveyancing for first home buyers, and running Google Ads made a lot of sense for our law firm. So I initially ran the Google Ads myself. I learned how to do it and I ran them. And as we got busier, I became, it was something that I needed to get off my plate. So I outsourced it to a digital agency. And as soon as we started using them, our results started to tank. And they said to me, don't be alarmed, your results will pick up over the coming weeks. We're just, getting used to your campaigns, and they will pick up. And while they did pick up a little bit, they didn't get them up to anywhere near the results that I was getting after they'd been running them for a few months. So I gave them a bit of a chance to sort it out. They weren't able to do that, so I fired them and I took over the Google Ads again. And as soon as I took them back over, our results sort of shot up to where they were before this agency had taken them over. So it wasn't a very good first experience for me. But what I began to learn was that actually one of the reasons why that particular sort of relationship didn't work and they didn't get the results that I got is that I did not manage that relationship very well. And so I did some sort of education, some coaching, some learning around how to do this better. And I then down the track outsourced the Google Ads again with much better success. And I've really used the process to manage my contractor relationships ever since with more success than that first time around, which, to be honest, was a little bit of a nightmare. So I've got 5 steps that you need to take to successfully manage or to successfully outsource your work to contractors so that you can reduce the chances of wasting time and money. So number 1 is give them the goods. So when you decide to enter into a contractor relationship with whether it's a website company or a digital agency or even like a virtual assistant business, whoever the contract is, it's really important that you get organized and give them what they need. So that could be, a file of branding assets like your logos. It could be your passwords to your software. But one of the important things is giving them detailed information around who your ideal client is. So this is pretty much the main reason why I think most law firms don't have a very good experience working with digital agencies, is because they don't clearly communicate who their ideal client is, kind of outline their client avatar and the demographics and what their values are in terms of their ideal client. So it's really important that you share that information with your contractor. And if you don't know who your ideal client is, or what their online behavior is, or what their journey is that leads them to come to work with you, then you're probably not actually ready to work with a marketing agency or a digital agency yet. You need to figure that out yourself, because that is when I say that tip one or step one is give them the goods, one of the goods you must give them is a really clear outline of who your ideal client is and what their online behavior is. And if you can't do that, then you can't give them the goods and you can't sort of meet that first step. You can't take that first step. So that is number one, give them the goods. Number two is resource the project. So it's really important to understand that the contractor can't do all the heavy lifting. You can't expect them to do that. That's unreasonable. You need to do some heavy lifting on your side as well. So you need to figure out how to resource the project from your side, whether it's you, whether it's somebody else, but you need to figure that out and be really clear about who is going to be working the relationship from your side and who's doing what the roles are, and also making sure that the contractor has access to the people on your team that they need to have access to, as well as the other contractors that you use, so that you can't expect, for example, if you're getting somebody to run ads for you, because they're running the ads doesn't mean that they will write the copy or create the artwork. So you will possibly, they may do that, but they also may not, in which case you need to, introduce them to your copywriter if you have one, so that person can write the copy. So just things like that, being really aware of, resourcing the project, what they need from you, and then providing that and making that happen so that they are not left doing all the heavy lifting, because that is, it's just an unreasonable expectation, unfortunately. Number three is baseline metrics. You really need to share with your contractor what the baseline metrics are. So if you've already been, if you've already had a website and it's bringing in 1,000 people to your website, every month, then your new website company needs to understand that. If you hire a marketing agency or a digital agency and you've been bringing in 50 leads per month with a downloadable guide that's on your website, then they need to know that, because that's the baseline metric, okay? Because that is where you're at and they need to improve it from there. So if you don't know what those baseline metrics are, you need to get that data and share it with them. If you haven't sort of done that work with them before, then you need to spend a little bit of time having a chat to other law firm owners and just figure out what sort of results they're getting, so that you have more of an idea on the baseline metrics. So for example, if you are wanting to run some Facebook ads, or get a digital agency to run some Facebook ads for you to download a guide that you have on your website about separation, okay? And you want to be able to give them a baseline metric. So why don't you ask some other people in the legal industry or in the family law industry, like how many people would download their guides per month, and find out sort of on average what that is, and then share that number with your contractor. So that's number three, baseline metrics. Number 4 is set goals. So not only do you need to share the baseline metrics so you can sort of see where you're at, but you need to set some goals around where you want to go. And a great way to do this is to be really open with your contractors around, what the mission, vision, core values of your law firm are, as well as what your goals are for this year, because that will help set them up for success. If they know the bigger picture of your business, then it means that they can make better decisions around what they're doing, as well as, they will be able to look at the goals that you have for your business and work with you to set some goals for the work that they're doing so that they can do a good job for you. So that's number 4, set goals. And number 5 is catch up. So you need to meet with your contractors regularly. I recommend that you meet with them once a week to look at, what they've been doing, the results that they've got, and what they're planning on doing over the next week, and also like what they've learned from what they've done over the last week and how they're going to tweak and improve things to make the next week even better. Now, it may seem like a weekly meeting is a bit overkill, but these are the sorts of things that you need to do and the sorts of investments that you need to make around your time to make these relationships successful. Okay, so having regular meetings, whether it's weekly, whether it's fortnightly, but just have regular, consistent meetings with an agenda that you go over every week or every fortnight that everybody can work to, so everybody knows what's expected of each other, and it also gives you an opportunity to bring up any issues. So if you're unhappy with performance, you can air these problems or these challenges at those meetings so that it doesn't kind of turn into a big deal down the track. So that's number 5, catch up. So just to recap on the 5 things you need to do to successfully manage or to successfully outsource work to contractors. So number 1 is give them the goods. Number 2 is resource the project. Number 3 is baseline metrics. Number 4 is set goals. And number 5 is catch up. Okay, so at the start of this video, I said to you, I promised you that I would share how you can get your hands on our free guide, which is all about how to free up one whole day a week to work on growing your law firm. So in the description, just down below, there is a link. Please click on that and that will take you through to download that guide to help you scale your law firm faster. Now, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit the like button. And I'd also love for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get notified of more videos from us. I'd also love for you to share a comment down below if you have any experiences with working with a contractor. As always, I would like to challenge you to continue doing the amazing work you're doing to build your dream law firm, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. If there's anything these past months have shown us, it's that the time to make lasting, impactful change in the legal industry is right now. So I want to challenge you to shake things up and create change today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this video with your lawyer friends. See you next week.